Hi, this is Dr. Dukes with Body in Motion here in Denver, Colorado. We're going to go over a couple of stretches that are really beneficial for hiking, cross-country skiing, even downhill skiing, that just kind of activate the glutes. Here in Colorado, we spend a fair bit of time in our car to get to the hill. So it's kind of nice before you put your boots on for you to do something to warm up other than your standard quad stretches and stuff like that. Get you warmed up for the activity you're going to be doing. So most of it's going to be generated around the hip, because if we can get the hip warm and doing what it should, it's going to protect the knees and the lower back. So this is kind of the key. So the first thing I always like to do is there's a fair bit of shifting side to side, which is the frontal plane in skiing and riding. So the first thing would be kind of a little side bend, so my left foot's staying stationary and then I'm stepping out, so I'm getting the groin and the glute on my left side as I do this. And you're going to hang out there for a couple seconds at each one, but do both sides about 5 or 6 times, and that'll really help out with stretching out that plane. Then we're going to go into, I call it the bowling exercise, so you're going to mimic a bowling movement. So you're going to hinge forward, keeping your back straight, but this knee stays bent, and most of your weight's on the front leg. Then you're going to rotate to the left towards the front leg and then come back up. So I find when people learn this one, it's a little easier for your hands to be on your hips, because that's where the movement's happening. If we start to have their hands moving, then all of a sudden the hips stop. So initially I have people go here, learn how to do that, and their back foot's literally just for balance. And then as they get good, you can add in the arms to make it load a little bit more. And then there's a hip flexor stretch that, because we spend so much time sitting, this is kind of a nice thing to do right when you get out of the car. So what you're going to do is you're going to turn the foot in, the back foot, have your heel on the ground is ideal, but if your calves are tight, we can talk about a calf stretch later. But put something underneath that heel if your calves where you feel this. But then you're going to kind of flatten your lower back, cinch your glute, and you're going to feel some tension right here. Then all you're going to do is act like you're trying to push the ceiling up. And as you reach up, you're going to feel the stretch increase. You can also add a little side-to-side shift if you want, or rotation, and that will change the load on the hip. So these are a couple of things that I find that are really good mobility for most activities, especially skiing and snowboarding